Hey guys, today we've got some Kizer unboxings and they're big boxes. Kizer sent out some stuff for August and I wanted to share a couple of those with you today before I get into checking them out and testing them. I think they're a couple of fixed blades. This box is very interesting because it's much bigger. We'll talk about it in just a second. The first one we have is the Kizer Big Glider fixed blade. This is the model 104 5MT2. It is AEBL black coated with G10 handles. It's an Azo design, and this looks like nearly a 4-inch blade. So a good sized EDC knife. Let's see what it's. Kizer's changed their packaging, and they do a really good job with the with all the fixed blades I've received in terms of them not moving and shipping and them being very, very well packaged. All right. So, action for exploration. Let's get the knife out, and then we'll get some of this clutter out of our way. This is snapped down in there with the blade guard holder. Looks like this is the Tonto. Put that down. Let's see what kind of sheath we've got in here. Got a little sheath with one of the kind of tech locky design inspired type of locks, and a cleaning cloth, a little troll candy, and the Kizer warranty and care instructions are in there. So let's get this up out of the way. Keep the big one off to the side and see what we've got here. Very nice shape. I'm really liking the ribs in the G10. When I first picked it up in my left hand, it just feels textury, feels like it's got good grip. I love the look of the Tonto. Fits my hand very nicely. Thin G10 scales, so it's not going to be very bulky in the pocket. Looks like it's got the adjustable Kydex sheath. Kizer's been doing a lot of that, so depending on what your attention is, you can tighten it up, you can loosen it up. It snaps in at a retention point, so I don't know how necessary this is, but it's a nice feature to have. So that's what this hardware on the right side is to tighten or loosen the sheath should you need to. And then this tech lock style is set up right now to carry vertically on your belt. Click on your belt and click down. You can rotate it and then you can carry it horizontally. I typically put a ulti clip or a straight clip on EDC knives just because that's how I carry them. It's just my personal preference, but this is a great way to also carry it on your pack. Like if you carry a backpack and you're using this as your hiking knife, you're using this as your foraging knife, you're using this as your EDC knife. What I really, really like about this knife, besides the size, the thinness, the jimping along not only the top but the heel, you've got jimping in all the right places. Again, this is not a review. This is just an unboxing first impressions. So I've got jimping here, the heel of my hand, and then anywhere I choose to put my finger on that blade, I've got jimping running from here to here and jimping running from here to here. It's not very aggressive, but it's very much usable and you can feel it. But yeah, the size of the knife, the weight of the knife, which is very light, and the thickness of the knife. The thickness of a knife makes a difference to me because I typically carry in my back pocket. This is about 7 3/4 overall. AEBL steel treated 3 3/4 inch blade. So this is a good size knife. This is not the little Drop Bear that I showed you guys a couple of months ago, but it is a very, very nice knife. I can see this as being kind of a tactical knife as well in the Tonto. I think they make this in a sheep's foot blade and in a drop point as well, but I will get this in my pocket, switch out the clip at some point, and we'll test it out and I'll do a full review on that bad boy. Let's see what's in the big box. This is, interestingly enough, a Drop Bear. I could do that, but you're not going to be able to read it. It's a Drop Bear Fix 7, what it's called, Drop Bear Fix 7, Ezo design. My camera's not tall enough. 6.51 inch blade, 1095 coated black blade, and G10 handle is what is allegedly in this box. And this is, again, very tightly in the sleeve. So I'm trying to right now pop it. There we go. Get that out of the way. This looks like it's going to be a beast. It's very heavy. The box, I say very heavy. Not very heavy as in like a brick, but in terms of a knife, you can tell it is not by looking at it and by feeling the mass of the. This is going to be a big boy knife. Action Exploration. Holy smokes. This is by far, I can tell you without doubt, the largest Kizer knife in my years as a knife guy I've ever experienced. Meet the Ezo Drop Bear Fix 7. Holy, what a wonderful feeling knife. Guys, I'm kind of breathless right now because I did not expect it to be so massive. A little troll candy, your rag, your other stuff. I'm just getting out the sheath, which is massive, so I can get all this other stuff out of the way. But this does not look like anything that I would expect to come out, and I'm pleasantly saying I wouldn't expect to come out of Kizer. What an awesome niche. Guys, this is a camp knife. This is a hard use bushcrafting knife. I'm going to beat the ever-living heck out of this knife. It's got smooth G10 handles. You've got a couple of lashing positions for if you want to put a rope, you know, to give you, make sure your grip's there. You've got a little, like a stick well, so if you want a bow, start a fire, that's what this impression's for right here, is to use a bow. Got a fuller down the blade, jimping that's just done very elegantly. You've got this nice pommel on the back, skull crusher. You've got jimping on the heel, both in the G10 and on the 1095 Tang. You've got jimping all the way up this blade, which is a nice swedgy spear point blade. And you've got this forward finger choil, which is just dynamite. So you've got jimping back here on your heel. You've got this full chopping handle, I would call it, if I was going to chop with this knife. And then I've got a more, and guys, this is thick. This is about, and again, this is not a review, just an unboxing, first impressions. Mine first impressions are wow. 0.18, so right under a 1/4 inch thick 1095. This knife's also available in AEBL if that's what you're looking for. I think there's like $10 price difference. Both of these are live on the Kizer site now. I'll leave you links to all of that stuff. Wonderful contoured handle. I'm getting ready to do my long-term review on the Polaris that I unboxed that had this little fire starter hole. I don't do a lot of bow starting, so I don't find that super useful for me, but I think it's cool that they put it on there because I'm sure somebody can use that. And if you don't, it doesn't feel any different. It doesn't do anything, take anything away from the knife. It just gives you that option to use it. But holy smokes, guys, that is a huge knife. Comes in overall length at, can't read that side. 11 3/4 inches. Feels very sharp. I don't expect it to be super slicey because it's so thick. But it is. Guys, Kizer's killing it. What a beast of a knife. It looks like a modern marine fighting knife of some sort. It just looks to me to be a zombie apocalypse knife. It looks to me to be a end of days knife. Just a killer knife. Sheath locks in great. It's got a little bit different mounting system here. You do have the adjustable canner. If you want to make that sheath tighter, you can tighten that up. I don't see any need. It locks in great. Has a nice push-off point. It's set up right now in a vertical carry position. You can loosen this screw up and rotate this either 9 degrees, carry it scout. I will probably keep this way that it's set up. If you need to carry it on your pack, you could mount different things for it. Plus, it's a taco sheath that's got holes all the way around it. So if you wanted to put a tech lock or something like that on it, you absolutely could. But massive, massive blade from Kizer. Two really surprising knives. These knives, when they come out to me, I don't know what's going to be dropped necessarily. This is something I was never expecting. They keep all that stuff kind of, down so we all kind of find out together. And I think what they're bringing to market is really, really cool. I've got a folder or two that I'll be able to unbox for you guys in a few days. The Begleiter is also very, very slicey. Much more of an EDC blade. Yes, very slicey. Two neat knives from Kizer, guys. And again, this is just an unboxing. I think both of these knives need to be tested and give you guys thorough reviews, what I think about them. I love testing bigger knives. So I look forward to seeing how that guy chops, how the 1095 holds an edge. Again, I'll try to get it on film, hacking some branches. I've got a tree that fell out back where I can do a little chopping. But that is, I'm telling you guys, a beast of a knife. I can't wait to weigh it and show you guys more about it. So we got the Begleiter, Fixie, and the Drop Bear Fix 7. Two awesome, awesome knives from Kizer. I want to thank them for sending them out. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to give a special thank you to the channel members. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the support. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for anyone who comes in and watches my knife, my ADC content. I appreciate it. If you're so inclined, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon. Those really help me out. Hit the like button. That'd be great. Most importantly, though, look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.